Hey you guys, and welcome back to Love for Plants. Fall's here, so we're doing a lot of work. I have brought in some begonias, some that I have pulled out of the pots. I've already let them dry out. Some that are going to stay in the pots for winter. So what I wanted to do is show you different ways that you can store these for next year. One of the reasons my pot containers have to go is because I'm running out of room for plants. I'm actually going to keep the pot in my garage, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the actual plant. And then come spring, we'll follow up and show you how this plant is looking. So first way you can store these begonias, pull them out of the pots, get them nice and dry. You guys, the soil has to be dry. You cannot store them for winter if they're wet. So what I'm doing with this one is I am just cutting it down to here, leaving that much there. This one's a little damp maybe still. I might leave it out one more day to dry. And then what I would do is I'd put it in a brown paper bag and store it in my garage or basement for winter. And then come spring, replant them. But I didn't know how much I loved begonias. So I think I'm going to have a begonia garden next year. I don't know. We'll see. Once again, cut that one down low. I have 3 of these that are the same. And you guys, you can do this. If you think about it, a lot of times you buy your begonia roots from the store. You plant them like this to start normally if you plant them in your garden. They grow. So we cut them back down to that same thing. And they grow again the next year. So I got, I forget the name of it. So for my reference, I put yellow begonia wax. So yellow wax begonia. I'm going to put those in the bag. And these will get stored over winter. I'm just going to set those there now because I know I need to let this dry out a little bit more. But I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with this big boy. Doesn't it look beautiful? Look at it. It's so pretty. It has so many flowers. I really probably shouldn't cut it yet because we do have a couple more weeks that it can sit outside. But I have another one up front. So we're going to cut this one to show you guys what I'm going to do. Bear with me because this is hard. I hate cutting my beautiful plants all the way down. But here we go. Get your nice little scissors and start cutting, you guys. Cut all the way down to the base. Not all the way down, I guess I shouldn't say that. Leave a little bit of sticks and stems. But other than that, like I am just coming in here and I'm chopping, you guys. I don't know, maybe leave like 6 inches, and maybe that's about what I'm doing. 6 inches? I don't know. But you're just going to come in here and you're going to trim all this off. And then what's going to happen next year where you trimmed, it's going to double shoot. So you're going to have 2 shoots. So then hopefully by next year at the end, because I pruned it all the way down, it's going to be even bigger and bushier. And can you imagine this pretty thing being bigger and bushier? So that's what I'm doing with this one, and this one will stay in the container, like I said. This one's not getting pulled out. And then come spring, I'll just sit it out and start caring for it as normal. Now, you guys, when you store your plants in the pot for winter, like you're not bringing them in the house, you're storing them in here and not messing with them again. Make sure your soil is not sopping wet, okay? So sopping wet and in storage causes a lot of root rot. We don't want that. So that's how far down I cut it. There are still some leaves on. You can take all those leaves off if you want. Now this one is still a little bit wet. It's heavy. I'm going to let this sit out back for a couple days to dry out. And then I'm going to sit it back in the garage. And hopefully I shouldn't have to water it all winter. I'll follow it, make sure. And then come spring, hopefully I'll get some new stalks. This thing will get big and bushy. So I just want to show you guys quickly that there are 2 different ways. There's probably even more ways than 2 to store your begonias. So if you are out and about and getting your stuff put away, I hope this helps you out. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.